Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Today, we're finally doing a kind of walkthrough of the new car because I didn't do that yet. I haven't done like a first really overall kind of look inside the car, going over the facts, features, the B9 really yet. So I figured, why not just do that? And we'll be able to dive into the B9 because obviously it's a new car to me. Very excited to show you guys what this car is all about and kind of compare it to the B8.5 that I just sold. Without further ado, let's start with the exterior. We're already here. The biggest difference is the body styling, these lines. So I'm gonna flip the camera and show you guys a little more in detail, but the exterior styling is way different. People really like the styling of the B8.5 and I agree. I think the outside kind of looks better as far as like the body lines. I don't love this going on here, but I do really like the front end. Super aggressive, the headlights, the kind of grill insert thingies here. I really dig this front end. This car has the black optics package, so we get the black on the mirror caps, we get the black trim, which on the white car has an awesome contrast and looks really, really good. The rear taillights here are the same kind of deal, just updated, a little more aggressive. My favorite part about this car, the sequential turn signals with the lights. So it's pretty cool in that aspect. Black optics package from this year did not have the black badging, so we still have the chrome, the Audi rings, and the S4 badge. The exhaust tips are also a chrome. So the diffuser stock on this car is a little more aggressive than the B8.5 diffuser was, but depending on what sponsorships we get, we'll probably be changing the diffuser here soon anyways. So just a bit about the exterior of this car. This is the Ibis white with the black optics package. So I think, again, that contrast with the black and white gives it a super aggressive, cool styling. If we walk inside, sit inside rather, we'll notice a couple things right off the bat. First, puddle lights with the Audi rings. I think that's super unique and cool. My old one did not have that, so I got some Chinese lights that said S5, but they ended up burning out, so whatever, I guess. Hopefully the lighting's all right for you guys in here, but let's sit in the driver's seat to actually kind of take a look at the cockpit of this car. I have a coffee mug, that's embarrassing. Put that there for now. So the first thing you notice is the flat bottom steering wheel. I was looking specifically for a car with this package. So this does not have the heated steering wheel like a lot of the S4s and S5s do. I like the flat bottom better, but again, that's just personal preference. If you want the heated steering wheel, go for it. I just really prefer the look of the flat bottom. That wasn't something I was willing to give up with the upgrade to the B9 because the B8.5 had it and I just loved it. The other thing when you sit inside this cockpit, you notice all the carbon fiber. So I was super happy to find this spec. We have carbon fiber all in the center console area, on the doors, on the dashboard, on both sides. It goes all the way around and then to the passenger side as well. So the interior of this car is 10 times more advanced, I think, than the B8 and B8.5. We have cup holders up here rather than right here. So this center console is actually something I wanted to touch on. It's a little odd. You have the shifter right here and then your knob is here. So you have to kind of claw machine it to really do anything. Your buttons for like the menu right here, the radio, multimedia stuff, and then the cup holders up here. So you kind of have to, reach forward for the cup holders, where in the B8.5, the cup holders were right here behind the shifter, and so was the knob. So some new updated styling as far as like the dash and center console areas. Obviously now we have this screen which has Apple CarPlay, and I guess I can turn on the auxiliary to show you guys all the lighting features in this car, which is super cool. So we see S4 Quattro pops up there, it's pretty cool. And then we have all our climate and heated seat stuff right here. We have 3-zone climate control, so you can change this to set the rear and then sync. And then I think it's cool if you just hover over these, or I guess you're touching them, but you're not clicking anything. It senses what you're on, so you kind of get a preview there. Drive select buttons are down here, so we can go from comfort to dynamic, individual, and so on there. The dashboard on this car is awesome. I needed something with the digital dash. There are premium pluses and premiums that actually do not have the digital dash, which I was very surprised to see and learn when I was researching and shopping for these cars. The dashboard is super cool. You can change between views. I've got the Sirius XM there, and then you switch it with this view button. So you can have the tachometer large, or you can have the small tach with the mile-an-hour separate. You can also go over to see your driver assistance, which shows the boost and then oil and coolant temperatures. And then I think to get the other view, we have to, let's see, Whoa, all right, so we have the big nav, and then if my phone was connected, it would be there. There's a lot of different views you can do. I usually just keep it on, let's see, right here. So if my phone was plugged in, Apple CarPlay would have that up, and I'm gonna start using CarPlay as soon as my trial expires for the Sirius XM. All Apple CarPlay is really the same, so I don't need to plug it in and show you guys. It's not something that's different in the S4. Let's turn that back off and pop out so I can show you guys the interior. Lighting in the shop is not perfect right now, so I apologize for that, but we have the diamond stitched Alcantara with the leather, and that's something that I love paired with this carbon fiber. I think it just looks so sharp. We have the S badging on the seats, on the steering wheel, and on the door sills, and that lights up, which is actually pretty cool. So that's kind of the interior. Obviously we have the back door being an S4. Seating is all right back here. I haven't sat in the back to do a test really, but that's basically the overview of the S4 and how the car comes stock. We did already do a little smoke on the headlights. I don't know, I think it looks pretty aggressive. It looks really good with the lights on, but we might do a shade lighter just because personal preference on that one. Also stock, this car came with the 19-inch rotors. So that wheel style has been switched out since, because it's winter here in northern Michigan. We got the snow tires on. So that's been swapped out already, but I love the fact that this came with the rotors. One of the best looking wheels, in my opinion, that comes stock on Audi. So overall, I'm really happy with this spec. Super pumped I was able to find one in Ibis white with the black optics package, paired with the Alcantara interior and the flat bottom steering wheel. Car drives super smooth. Obviously, there are some big changes from the B8.5 to the B9. Biggest one being the powertrain and engine. So this has the 3.0T with the turbocharger instead of the supercharger now. So there's still plenty of tuning potential with this car. If you guys are familiar with the channel, we built the S5, and that car is making some awesome horsepower right now. Big plans for the modification on this car as well. So if you guys are new to the channel and this is your first video, stick around, subscribe. We're gonna have this car as well as the S5 and some other cool cars on the channel here as we're getting into winter. Winter is a great time to kind of plan, build, and prepare for like what mods we're gonna do. I've decided this car is gonna be largely up to you guys as far as what mods we do. Obviously, I'm still gonna have my personal taste, and I'm not gonna do something if I don't want it, but a lot of the ideas are gonna spawn from like my Instagram polls. So if you guys aren't following me there, S4 KevG on Instagram now, it'll be on the screen, but go follow that. Plenty of new content we're posting, but that's kind of the first overall walk around of this car. Just wanted to make this video because I didn't really do that. I got a comment on my first video when I bought the car, and they were like, you didn't even show us the car. So here you go, here's the car, the 2019 Audi S4. Super clean right now. Not excited to go drive it out in the snow and get it dirty again, but it's the way she goes. Thanks so much for watching. Again, super pumped to start modifying this car more this winter, and overall just having fun with this new car. This car just looks so sharp, especially with the black optics package. So that's my new 2019 S4. Thank you guys so much for watching. Till next time, we'll see ya.